Hello everybody, welcome to the latest video. Today we are going to be transforming this desert village. Now, as usual with most of my videos, this simple transformation turned into something quite crazy, as you'll see. We start off by just transforming the village halls which are here already. I see, where the originals were, and then I just kind of build up around it, in the general area, and obviously not the exact area because we want to make it a little bit bigger. And it turns out pretty good. Throughout the project I do actually take some liberties, and I do add some buildings where other buildings won't be, just because I can't be too picky if I'm going to make something good. I had this small little cute villager just standing on top of the original fountain, just to add like a little centerpiece. Well, I thought it was going to be the centerpiece until, well, you'll see what happens. I add in just some small temples here and there. The villagers over are scheming as I destroy the whole village, and it is pretty chill. Now over here I had something which wasn't in the original village, which is a little stables. And this stables it turned out pretty great, and I was really happy with how it went. Ignore me killing that horse, sacrifices must be made. It turned out pretty good. It just gave it a little bit of colour and something a little bit different. Now speaking of colour, I added in this huge marketplace. Now obviously every village needs a trade, like a way to get a market, a way to sell their goods. So I add in all of these little market stalls. Now these market stalls I thought turned out pretty good actually. All in all, they look a little bit like Skittles, but I mean it adds a lot of colour, and it's really a centerpiece, even with the rest of the whole massive city which we build later. I built a little farmhouse here, nothing too special, just a really basic farmhouse, and I start work on the actual farm, making this huge aqueduct which brings water from the mountain, and then I obviously just add in the crops just to give it a little bit of colour and food. And then I do the same thing on this side, but instead of wheat I actually do carrots. Now carrots are obviously a lot more orange, and they had way more colour than wheat, and it turned out pretty great. And then I decided to work on a little docks over here because I figured they're right next to the sea, they're probably going to have some type of ships. So I did exactly that. Now it wasn't too complex, it's just like a simple area of some goods, and I work on this boat. Now this boat turned out really well, and I was really happy with how this actually looks in the end. It took me a few variations, but we got there in the end, and yeah, it just looks great. And then I thought I was done with the project at this point, and I was on the stream and we were just looking around, spitballing ideas, and I found this little desert temple buried in the sand, and man, it was so cool. I was like, what, this is a sign. I've got to take this project to the next level, and that's exactly what I do. I start off with the actual temple. This temple turned out, it turned out alright. I originally tried to do a sphinx there, but in the end I just ended up with these mats of water, and just to save some time I just made some preset houses which I can copy and paste along the whole entire project. I think I made 6 in the end, so it's not like, I didn't take liberties. There were still quite a few variations, and here I am just pasting them in. As you can see, it just speeds it up so much. It's quite funny because me building the city was actually the same amount of time as me transforming the village earlier, which is pretty crazy if you think about it, especially if you can compare the two sizes. So I just go through, I detail it up, I make sure that there are some buildings with terracotta, some buildings without, add in a few little trees, a few little farms, and yeah, that's basically it. Without further ado, here is the finished village transformation. Okay, so that's it. That's the desert transformation done. It took quite a while, but honestly, I mean, it turned out pretty great. When you look at it in person, it is way bigger than you expect. So I figured what I'll do is I'll just do a little walk around, because I did actually decorate nearly all of these buildings. Nearly every single one. Some of them aren't like fully decorated, some of them are copied, admittedly, but most of them are unique. We've got the marketplace. Now this place isn't really very populated yet. I probably should like put in some villagers. We've got some horses and some villagers which are trapped in there, weirdly. That's a bit weird. And more villagers and an iron golem. That's concerning. We have this massive farmhouse which I decorated like a little cafe. You know, so they can come in, eat the local produce and all of that. And there's a little bedroom up here. Just very simple stuff. As you can see, this is the massive aqueduct, which turned out pretty great in the end. I was really happy with how it turned out. And then yeah, this is the main area. This is this is the actual temple. You can see like some of these places, they've been sanded in. I figured, there wasn't many villagers here, so we should leave some of them not perfect, because maybe they've been abandoned. Maybe time's taken their toll on them. You never know. This is the walkway to the actual temple. This temple turned out so well. I was so happy with how it turned out. As you can see, these are like the vats. We got a little bit of leaves, where they would be growing from the water. And man, look at it. You can look over your dominion, and it just looks great. You can see the farms all the way over there. You can see the little docks down there, which we'll go visit in a second. This is the dock. I did actually, in the end, connect it up to this one, because obviously this was the only connection route, but I ended up connecting it to the actual city because it made sense. This is the little boat, Bodie McBoatface. It looks great. I was so happy with how this thing turned out. If I ever join an SMP, I'm definitely going to be building this as my main ship, because it looks pretty great. There's obviously some buildings which are just like, your average building. Nothing too special. Like in here, it's not going to win any awards, but if the villagers want to recolonize this place, feel free. You go for it. I think this statue is probably one of my favourite things of this build. It's so simple, and I think it's really good. I'm a sucker for like organics, because I can't do them. And this is pretty terrible on like the range of organics, but it's got character, which I like. I approve. Seems to be like two little villagers over here. Just oh, did I interrupt? Sorry. There's another small farm here I added. This one's growing beetroot, which I actually forgot was in the game. I don't play too much survival. I'm hoping to change that soon. I kind of need to explain myself. I've obviously been gone for a little bit. So what I'm going to do here, okay, is the video is basically done. This is all just going to be meta conversation now about the channel and where I want to take it. So thank you guys for watching if you're here just for the build, and the next bit is like a little announcement for my channel. So I've been gone for like quite a while. I think it's been like nearly 7 months now, and obviously I made that 2020 video where I was like, oh yeah, this is my year. I'm gonna I'm gonna take over YouTube, and obviously that didn't happen. Now that's hopefully gonna change. Oh god, what's happened here? Let me just quickly fix that. Alright, perfect. So obviously hopefully that's gonna change soon. I'm moving out in 2 weeks actually, and hopefully moving out will give me a little bit more free time, and it also gives me like more freedom to do kind of what I want. So hopefully that means a few more videos for you guys, and just in general more freedom for me to kind of like explore my ideas, take stuff on. And with this series, if this video does decently, or if I just feel like it, honestly, something I'm coming to terms with is you kind of just got to do what you enjoy rather than what you think will get views, because that's kind of like just what you've got to do. Something I want to do is I kind of want to like expand this one, make a little Mesa village transformation, and also like a massive road, and then eventually we'll have a bunch of transformations. It'll be like one huge world where everything's kind of put together. Reason I'm moving out is because I actually just finished up my A-levels. For people who don't know what that is, it's basically the qualifications you do before going to uni in the UK. I did pretty well. I got I got A's basically, and A stars. So I am going to the uni I wanted to go to, which is great. Which also means I'm going to enjoy it, hopefully. So yeah, I know that was like a really shoddily put together update. I just kind of wanted to explain where I've been. you know, this channel's seen like crazy growth since I last uploaded. I think we're like at nearly 600 subscribers now. And man, I feel like super bad because I'm seeing all of this growth and it's when I stop uploading, which feels really weird, but I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, that's basically that part of the episode done. I'm gonna call it done now. Obviously, you know, it's been a bit of a messy episode. I kind of just threw this together so I had something to upload. And yeah, I mean, thank you so much for the support, guys. It's been insane. I've seen like quite a few views lately. 600 subscribers. I never even thought I'd get here. I wanted to do a special for my 500th, but obviously, with everything that's been going on, I haven't really been able to get any free time, really. I've got a new job, you know, I'm going to uni. All of these things are like going on all at once, and I mean, yeah, pretty crazy. So yeah, guys, you have a good one. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, it really helps out. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. I mean, man, I don't even know how to end it anymore, so I'm just gonna say goodbye.